Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy Evolution Core Class Snarl figure. So what we're going to do with this video is we're going to have a look at the entire contents of the packaging and show you how you can use and attach them. We're then going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes. Just going to concentrate on the robot and the dinosaur alternate mode for this particular video, and I'll explain why in a second. We will of course see how he looks and displays with pretty much the rest of the Dinobots, and of course we'll see how he looks and fares against his original self, which is quite surprisingly a lot bigger than this, and indeed see how he looks and displays with some of the other figures in the same toy line. So as I say, we're only going to concentrate on Snarl in both modes. Due to the requests I've had already, I'm going to do the Volcanicus part and build up in its own video, so you'll get to see that in its entirety if you want to. As I say, some people might not want to see it straight away with it being a brand new figure. However, I am going to be uploading the video for that as well. So this is how he comes packaged, like so, with these two parts. We've of course got the back of the dinosaur and the sword, which to be honest is great. It is tiny, but there's a lovely little bit of molding detail on it which really works for it. The robot mode itself, again, bearing in mind this is core class, and bearing in mind it is a Hasbro, as I say, main line. It's not a new age or a third party really detailed, really expensive legend scale figure. This is brilliant. It looks so good. This is like reflective metallic looking silver. This is like a gunmetal grey, so it's a bit dull, but it looks, the colours and the contrasts work really well. There's a little bit of gaps on the back of the legs, again understandably, and the forearms, and of course you'll be forgiven for the fact that the articulation isn't great. We do have the head, we do have the shoulders though, which go up to the side. These will spin around as much as they can without getting restricted. You did see that there is in fact a waist swivel. The legs and hips of course will go all the way to the side, to the front, kick all the way back. We've got a knee bend, but obviously no ankle tilt or rock, and no wrist swivel. So of course you can see on the back there where we need to attach this. We've got this tab there, and then these two tabs which are going to fit into this like so. So there he is, and this just makes him look brilliant. As I say, for his price point and for how he looks, he's easily probably the best one already. We can then attach the sword like so into his hand, and that's how he looks. Oh, there you go, that's how he looks. I'm going to come back, as I say, in a second. We're going to do some more comparisons. Now, I am actually going to do the transformation process. Now, I normally don't put these in the videos, but the main reason for that is because I want to keep the length of the video down. But I'm pretty sure you can see and tell that this isn't going to be that difficult. Now, I'm looking at this, and I think I might have put that on upside. I can't have put that on upside down because, of course, it's going to fit over there. No, it just wasn't straight. So we've folded the tail up together there. We're going to fold the arm up. You've got a cut out there, and you've got a exact same shape on the side of his torso, so that's just going to pop in there. I will upload a separate tutorial video as well, because I will include the Volcanicus combiner limb part as well. But like I say, normally I don't do these, but because it is so simple, it's only going to take a few seconds. The main other figures, sometimes they can take minutes, which I don't want to waste time on the video doing. The good thing about this is, as you can see in a second, is that the head or the tampograph on it lines up brilliantly. Now again, remember this is basic, remember it's price point, so from certain angles it doesn't look good at all, but from this particular angle I'm sure you'll agree it looks really good. It's just a good case of how you hold it in front of the camera, because he has got a bit of a glaring gap there and at the back, and of course there is no articulation really in the legs because we've just stuck or fused them in there, and these are just molded in that same shape. So unfortunately no articulation at all in this particular mode. We can, if we want to, attach the sword onto his back via that little tab there, and this is really stiff. Obviously it's a brand new toy, so it just needs a teensy bit of force, he says, trying to get it in. Or is it because I'm going the wrong way? You wouldn't think, you'd think it's exactly the same either side, but oh, there you go. Maybe it's just the force that I was pressing it in. But to give you an idea of his size, there's an Earthrise Micromaster, which to be honest isn't much smaller. Here is a deluxe drag strip, which is huge compared to him. Here's the deluxe animated prowl, which again you can't even see him, so it gives you an idea, I suppose, of just how small these figures are. But again, they do display really well. There's Core Optimus. If we bring in a couple of other smaller figures, shall we say, we've got Doctor Wu, we've got New Age, and we've got a Magic Square, which, to be fair, they don't display too bad, but obviously you'd expect him to be much bigger. At the time of me making this video, unfortunately, I don't have the leader class Snarl to bring in and be able to do a comparison, which is a bit of a shame, even though I'm sure they look completely different. There is Generation 1 Snarl, though, which you can see is huge, and the only thing I suppose that's missing from these is the good old-fashioned chrome. I love the chrome. As you can see, it just makes a real difference with regards to these. Right, let's go back quickly to his robot mode then. So take this off, fold. In fact, let's separate the head slightly first, I think, or do we just push this up? No, we just push that up, then we can separate the head like so. Fold the legs out, fold the head into the leg, so this is obviously tucking back into the back of the calf. Bring the legs down, separate the arms like so, and then open up this to, of course, reveal the head again. So super simple transformation, and again, got him in that particular mode. So let's bring in some other figures very quickly, though. I'm going to do Generation 1 again next to him. Whoops, that leg needs to be apart. Unfortunately, with the Dinobots, as anybody who's got the G1 originals, they do get really quite loose joints. In fact, let's do a bit of a Generation 1 whilst I've got them here. So there's some comparisons with Generation 1 if people like me who love to collect G1. Right, let's stick then with some mainline figures being released at this particular moment in time. So again, there's your other core. I'm going to save all the Dinobots, guys. I'm going to put all the Dinobots together in a line at the end. I'm just going to bring in some of these other figures right now, like I did, I think, before. Oh, wow, knocked her over again. There you go. Last few with them, because I've done loads of this before, just in case you did want to see. I am totally knocking everything over, which doesn't really bother me. Let's do, I suppose, what everybody wants to see. Let's bring in, from memory serving me correct, wave 1 first. It was them two. Then we had this guy, Slug. Then we had Swoop and Scar. So there are the, oh, you can't even see, unfortunately. There they go, just about fitting in. There are the 5 core class Dinobots, and again, I know I've already said it a couple of times, but I'm going to be doing the combining video separate for you, and also a separate tutorial for this, guys, all 3 modes as well. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this quick review and look at him. There's not much more to say about him. You can tell how basic he is. Did I mention that, of course, there was bicep flexion? If I did, I didn't. If I did, I've just said it again. But there you go. You can see the silver on there now. That's really shining, same as on Scars. There you go, guys. This is and was core class Dinobot Snarl. Thanks for watching. Take care.